Do you feel like royalty? Well, there is the throne on which most of us sit every day. Yes, it's the toilet. The mantra here is loo, loo, loo. Here's a list of amazing facts about the most sacred place in the house. 1. It is believed that a person spends from 2 months to 3 years of their life on the toilet. 2. A smart toilet is developed in China that monitors your health. It scans the incoming samples and reports on your smartphone if it detects any problems with your health. 3. One of the first sewage systems was constructed around 3000 BCE in India. People invented a complex system of underwater channels through which all waste got into the river. 4. India also has the Sulabh International Museum of Toilets in Delhi. Hey, mention my name and you'll get a good seat. 5. The first ever flush toilet was probably invented by Sir John Harington at the end of the 16th century in England. He was a poet and a courtier to Queen Elizabeth I. 6. The Hang Fung Gold Toilet is the most expensive toilet on Earth. It costs $5 million and is made out of solid 24-karat gold. It works, but nobody has ever used it. 7. But there is a toilet more expensive outside the Earth. The International Space Station has a toilet worth $19 million. You need to strap yourself to the seat to use it. Yeah, no gravity. A powerful pump is installed inside the toilet. Also, this thing can recycle waste into pure drinking water. Okay, I'll trust you on that one. Number 8. The most expensive toilet paper in the world costs $1.3 million, and it's made from 22-karat gold. What's all this stuff about gold and toilets? Number 9. November 19th is World Toilet Day. This day discusses hygiene and dysentery problems in poor countries where there are no toilets. 10. In the mid-14th century China, there were about 700,000 sheets of toilet paper supplied to the imperial court every year. 11. There's blue lighting in some public toilets. This is to ensure that people don't sit there for a long time. It is very difficult to read in blue light. 12. Joseph C. Gayeti is credited as the inventor of modern commercially available toilet paper. He produced it, cut into flat sheets, and packaged in bundles. He was so proud of his invention that he printed his name on every sheet. 13. The first separate public toilets for women and men allegedly appeared in the 18th century in Paris. 14. Japanese smart toilets have almost as many features as a modern computer or smartphone. Here's what they've got: pleasant music, heating and blowing seats, a hose that automatically washes and dries your, well, you know, no toilet paper, automatic flushing, voice assistant, built-in air freshener and backlight. Also, public toilets are installed everywhere in Japan, even in the forest. 15. Some countries have transparent public toilets. For example, in Switzerland, such toilets are very popular. Don't worry, they're only transparent from inside, while from outside, you can't see anything. 16. On Earth, there are more people with mobile phones than with toilets in their home. Think about that. 17. There are several times more bacteria on our smartphones than on toilet seats. The same goes for any office desk. 18. There are no toilet seats in Italy's public toilets. People don't want their bodies to touch them, so they stand on their feet, breaking the seats eventually. But nobody wants to buy new ones because nobody wants to use them. Such toilets are also found in France and Greece. 19. Still, such toilets are better than in Australia. In this country, almost every toilet can become home for a snake. The arid climate and hunger force snakes to crawl into the sewers to cool down and hunt rats. 20. Amsterdam has unusual public urinals. There are no cubicles. The things are just there in the streets. Come on, don't be shy and do your thing. 21. There's a myth that in Scotland you're legally bound to let inside any stranger who wants to use the bathroom. Of course, this is not true, but there is such a tradition. 22. There are toilets in Vietnam that are installed on the water. 23. There's a real deficiency of toilet paper in some countries. Find out which ones in advance if you are going to visit them, and stock up before you go. 24. Little toilet life hack. Choose the cubicle that is closest to the exit in the public toilet. Such cubicles are used less often, which means they're cleaner. 25. There's a public toilet for dogs that is installed on the streets of a small Spanish town. 26. About 70 to 75% of people on Earth don't use toilet paper. 27. Of those who use the stuff, the average person uses 100 rolls of toilet paper every year. It's over 20,000 sheets. 28. Never throw toilet paper into the toilet in Mexico. Pipes there are very thin and fragile. Wet paper can simply break them. But it doesn't say here what they do with it. 29. There's a machine that turns office paper into toilet paper. 30. 27,000 trees are used to make toilet paper every day. 31. Toilet paper wedding dresses are becoming very popular. There is even a competition among designers for the best dress. Interestingly, such dresses are as beautiful as dresses made of fabric. 32. There are toilets in supermarkets in Finland. They're located next to the cashier desk. 33. You can buy green, pink, yellow, purple, and even black toilet paper. But the coolest paper glows in the dark. 34. Pomegranates and cloves can be used to create a pleasant smell in the toilet instead of an air freshener. 35. The oldest toilet is about 240 million years old. I wasn't around then. However, the toilet was not used by humans, but by dinosaurs. 36. The Psycho movie by Alfred Hitchcock became the first to show a scene with the flushing of a toilet. Many complained of obscenity of this scene. Apparently, they forgot about the poor lady in the shower next to the toilet. 37. The first toilet brushes were made from the hairs of squirrel, oxen, and horses. Modern brushes were created according to the same principle as artificial Christmas trees. 38. There is a restaurant in Taiwan that follows a bathroom theme. Tables have sinks under the glass, and chairs are in the shape of commodes. The food is delicious, though, if you dare eat it. 39. There are books written to read them while sitting on the toilet. I have an entire collection of those. Number 40. About 15 to 30% of people don't wash their hands after using the toilet. And we have a list of their names. No, not really. But come on, let's do the right thing. 41. It's more beneficial for the body to squat on the toilet. Okay. 42. Most toilets are made of porcelain, and this material is much better protected from bacteria than the plastic toilet seats. 43. There is a theory that 1/3 of Americans flush water while sitting on the toilet. 44. Doctors don't advise sitting on the toilet for a long time and looking at the phone as it's bad for your health. 3 to 7 minutes is the best time. 45. It's advised that the toilet should be replaced every 50 years. 46. If you went to the toilet in Singapore and didn't flush, you would face a fine of $150. 47. The difference between an ordinary toilet and a dry closet is that waste is flushed into the piping in a conventional toilet. It enters the sewers through pipes and then goes into rivers, seas, and oceans. Dry closet doesn't wash away waste. There is a special compartment with natural biochemical substances inside the dry closet. It decomposes about 80% of waste using these substances. The remaining 20% can be safely poured into the pit and used as fertilizer. 48. The first portable toilets were invented in the 1940s for soldiers. However, those were heavy and uncomfortable cubicles. A lightweight fiberglass toilet was created only in the 1970s. 49. People of some countries in Europe refuse to use toilet paper, as it's considered dirty and not hygienic. Instead, they use a bidet, a small sink with a tap so you can wash. 50. In ancient Rome, a sponge dipped in salt water was used instead of toilet paper. In Europe, straw or pieces of cloth and wool were used, and the indigenous people of Hawaii and the Philippines used coconut peel. 51. Toilets in ancient Rome weren't very popular. It wasn't just a place to relieve yourself. People came there to chat, tell the news, and discuss important matters. Only wealthy citizens were visiting such an elite place. And so it goes.